My mic is not on. Okay, let's start that again. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Town Board of the Town of Ossining regular meeting for Tuesday, March 26th, 2019. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilmember Shaw,
Present.
Councilmember Wiltshire, Councilmember Feldman,
Present.
Councilmember DeTore,
Present.
and Supervisor Levenberg.
Here. Okay, so we are starting this evening with 3 public hearings, which we will be opening concurrently, and those are for local laws number 2, 3, and 4, which involve abolishing elected offices, that of Town Superintendent of Highways, and creating the office of Appointed Town Superintendent of Highways, subject to mandatory referendum, the Office of Elective Town Receiver of Taxes, and creating the Office of Appointed Town Receiver of Taxes, subject to mandatory referendum, and abolishing the Office of Elective Town Clerk, and creating the Office of Appointed Town Clerk, subject to a mandatory referendum. Is there anybody here this evening to address the board on any of these local laws? Oh, I see somebody in the back. No, no, you don't. Yeah, okay, just checking. He's looks like he's ready to jump out of his seat. I just want to make sure he's not planning to come up and address the board. Okay. So hearing nobody from the public, I just wanted to remind those viewing this at home that we have been talking about looking for ways to find efficiencies in government. We started out with a grant from the Department of State through their local government their municipal restructuring fund, but it's LGEC. Their local government efficiency committee or whatever. That's the Department of State's department in the Department of State where this comes out of, and they've been looking for some years and giving money for some years to communities who are looking for ways, and municipalities who are looking for ways to find the ability within themselves to consolidate departments, to reduce overhead, and we believe that by creating these offices that are currently elected offices into appointed offices, there may be opportunities to find some efficiencies because it'll give us more flexibility with how we can structure offices and how we can structure departments. And when I say this is subject to a mandatory referendum, so the public has an opportunity to vote on this. We had heard some feedback from some at the earlier public hearings that we've been holding on this subject, and at one of those hearings, we heard that that perhaps June was not the best date. We were planning to have the referendum at the June primary elections so that we could save money and not have to hold a special election that was separate from other elections. But because we may not have a large voter turnout during the primaries, it was suggested that we consider the November date instead for the general election to post the referendum for a public vote. So I just wanted to pull the board to see if you thought that might be a good idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, council.
Because there's already been a draft of the local law that's been published and circulated as part of the public hearing notice process, I would recommend that I revise the 3 local laws as they're currently drafted to reflect the November election date for the referenda, and that it be republished in an effort to make sure that we're following the proper procedure. And if you'll recall, one of the time constraints that the board was under was that the local laws have to be adopted no less than 60 days before the actual election. So we were approaching that June deadline. If the board is looking to now move to November, it does also give the board more time to leave the public hearing process open, continue to receive feedback without having that deadline be so close. So it wouldn't really be an issue as far as renoticing. So that would be my recommend. We can leave the public hearing open. I don't think you really need to close it because we'll have everything, this whole continuing dialogue,
Sure.
be part of the whole same record, just in the interest of making sure everything's circulated to the public, have the new local laws published and noticed again.
Okay.
And as,
So-
sorry, as we've done in the past, when you've been adjourning the public hearings, you've been doing them one resolution at a time,
Okay.
one motion at a time for each local law. So I would just recommend that doing that as well. I'm not sure if, because we're going to renotice, if you want to put it out 4 weeks instead of 2 weeks, that's up to the board, however you want to handle it.
I think that sounds reasonable since we haven't had lots of people coming. So I think 4 weeks is
I think we're all going to scramble right now and see when the 23rd.
This time, I think we could put it up 4 weeks, and as it gets closer.
right. We'll speed up again.
And then
that
once,
happens.
yeah, once it's
And when
renoticed,
getting
then we
closer,
can-
that will give more opportunities for people to weigh in.
Absolutely, yes. And that's the other advantage to having this postponed is that we have more opportunity for the public to weigh in and we have more opportunity to share additional information as we plan to do in the coming weeks and months. So with that,
April 23rd is what
Could I-
Maddie has advised is your second legislative session for the
Okay.
month of
that's
April.
going to feel like tomorrow. Could I have a motion to adjourn the public hearing for local law number 2 of 2019 to April 23rd?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Might I have a motion to adjourn local law number 3 of 2019 to April 23rd?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? A late aye.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. That's okay. And the local law number 4 of 2019 to adjourn it to April 23rd. Sorry. Senior mo-
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Wonderful. Okay, so I have a few announcements, which I will start now, and hopefully we can get to all the other important business, which we have a whole lot of people in the audience for, very quickly. It's finally starting to feel just a little bit like spring out there. You know what that means. It's time for baseball and softball season. Sign up soon for Ossining JCYS Spring Youth Baseball and Softball. Opening day and the parade are April 6th, which will be here before you know it. You can register at OssiningJCYSLL.com. Also, don't forget the spring and summer recreation offerings are available through the Village of Ossining website, including some great offerings at Cedar Lane Art Center, which you can find at villageofossining.org/recreation. The Recreation Department has also implemented online registration for all of our pavilions, parks, and picnic areas for any of your events. So make sure to check us out for all of your party needs. I hope everyone is planning to see this year's Ossining High School Spring Musical, which is Chicago this year. Performances are 3 nights in a row, starting Thursday, March 28th through Saturday, March 30th at 7 p.m. And as always, they are free, so please plan to come. Hope to see you there. They're always fantastic also. Or if this week had you feeling a little more alt-rock than show tunes, check out You Oughta Know, an evening of acoustic renditions of Alanis Morissette's classics, played by the Mike Risco Band and Friends. They are huge 10,000 Maniacs fans, right? Is that right? Yes? No? Yes? Okay. And Miriam really does a great cover. So call 762-8757 or email mail@mikeriscomusic.com to reserve your seat for Saturday night at 8 p.m. at Mike Risco Music and relive the golden days of MTV with friends and neighbors. Those are fun. The Village of Ossining Water Department, which services the town, is getting ready to start their semi-annual hydrant flushing program on April 1st. Per the Water Department, flushing of hydrants will be performed between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. in order to minimize disruptions to our residents. We will initially flush hydrants in the low service district, which is the area west of Route 9. Once work in the low service district has been completed, we will begin working on the east side of Route 9 in the Lakeville and Torbank service districts. The entire hydrant flushing program will take approximately 5 weeks to complete. As the flushing of hydrants takes place closer to your home, you may notice some discoloration in your water first thing in the morning. Do not be alarmed. Just run your water for a short period of time and it should clear up. If the discoloration persists, please notify the Water Department at 941-6111. The Water Department regrets any temporary inconvenience you may experience. However, this operation is necessary for us to ensure the continued cleanliness of the water distribution system. We will do everything possible to minimize any problems, and we know they will. So thank you for that. On Wednesday, April 3rd at 7:30 p.m., visit the Chattahoochee Yacht Club for the Ferry Sloops event Sing Sing, a History. Ossining Village historian Dana White will be walking us through the surprising ways that our famous prison has shaped the village and give an update on the Sing Sing Prison Museum project, which is coming along very nicely. Come at 6:30 with a dish to share and enjoy a potluck supper. This event is free. All are welcome. Last night, I attended Dana White's talk on the history of Croton Avenue, and as usual, it was fascinating. As I drove on Croton Avenue today, I found that I was looking at the buildings a little bit differently, knowing just a little more about the history of the ones that stood there previously and some that still remain from the 19th century. Karen, you have to admit that was pretty fantastic, right?
It was an awesome presentation.
It was. And yes, it's true. Mother's Day is still more than a month away, but you can start preparing now with cooking classes at Good Choice Kitchen on Main Street, or Rita Villardo, I think, is also offering those. So she's in the audience tonight. These classes will take place each Wednesday in April from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Pick a topic that speaks to you or sign up for all 4 sessions and get ready to show off your newly acquired vegan cooking skills on Sunday, May 12th. I don't know, Rita, maybe you want to try vegan cooking. That could be next. Did you know that Cedar Lane Park used to be known as the Rock Hill Estate? The property was once owned by the Kress family, who created over 265 and dime stores across the country, beginning in the late 1890s. The Kress family members also became prominent art collectors, and their collection, along with John Paul Getty's, was a large part of the art donated to create the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. Learn more about the Kress family and the family members' impact on local and national history on Sunday, April 7th at 2 p.m. at the Vesio Community Center, Briarcliff Public Library. Hear the story of the Kress family led by Steve Worthy, our very own Steve Worthy. Also, stay tuned because Steve will be coming to present to the town board next week, April 2nd, at our work session. He has a wonderful offer, as well as a great suggestion he would like us to consider, having to do with art, music, and Cedar Lane Park, some of his very favorite topics and ours. Finally, congratulations are in order for so many of Ossinin's students. Congratulations to our New York State AA, is that how you say it? Championship girls basketball team for a fantastic season. Also, congratulations to our award-winning science research program students, including 58 awardees at WESF, 15 selected for the International Genius Olympiad, and an excellent showing by Ossining High School senior Emma Montgomery, Regeneron STS finalist at the National Finalist Competition in Washington, D.C. If you're interested in helping out these incredible students, the Science Research Program is looking for mentors. Reach out to Science Research Teachers Extraordinaire Angelo Picarillo and Valerie Holmes at apicarillo@ossininufsd.org or vholmes@ossininufsd.org. And if you're interested and you don't know how to get those emails, just call me or look them up on the Ossining Union Free School District website. And if academics and athletics weren't enough, how about the arts? The Ossining School District has been named a Best Community for Music Education by the NAM Foundation for the 9th consecutive year. As a community, we are so proud of all that our students have achieved, and these are just some of the accomplishments only in the past few weeks. And that's it for my announcements. And Lynn Feldman.
I wanted to talk about the Green Ossining tag sale.
Okay.
So their advertisement says, has Marie Kondo inspired you lately? Let your unwanted items spark joy in others. Stay out of the landfill. By selling them at the Green Ossining community-wide tag sale throughout Ossining and Briarcliff Manor on Saturday, May 4th. Each participant will receive a snazzy double-sided tag sale sign to put on your property from the Sunday prior to the sale. Paper tags to hang around your neighborhood, advertising in local and social media, a special promotion of your sale in our Facebook group. We have special rates for multifamily condo and multifamily sales, blocks, churches, and other nonprofits to help you save even more. For pricing, information, and registration, visit www.greenossining.org/tag sale/. Registration closes April 19th. I don't know if you've ever been to the tag sales or had one. I know
I've had one.
You've had
Yeah,
one.
I
It's
did.
a great way to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, do spring cleaning, get more stuff that you don't need. No, from
No,
everybody else.
right. And I mean, everybody comes to Austin on that day, so you
Right,
know,
and
so they
everybody
come
comes
looking.
to Ossining, they know that it's an entire community-wide tag sale.
Mhm.
So again, registration closes on April 19th. So think about it and go to www.greenossining.org and get your registration.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all right. Fantastic. So let's move along. Next up, we have a departmental report, I believe. Is that right? Did I skip liaison reports? I skipped liaison report. Have a
Oh,
liaison
I
report?
had one.
Okay.
I also participated in Roosevelt Reading Week, and I wanted to thank Ms. Forehand's class. They were attentive listeners, and we had a great discussion after, and it was a lot of fun being there, so thank you.
That's right. I was at Miss Rosa's class, which was also fantastic. And were you in attendance at the ENU build?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
The ENU build was also a great event on Saturday. There were some wonderful speakers, finance, health, mental health. It was also a very nice event. There were things for the kids. There were vendors selling crafts from women in Hudson Valley. I brought a few things. Don't tell my husband. That was also a great event, and that's an annual event. So if you missed it this year, look for it next year.
So moving right along, this evening we are joined. Okay. Kathy Asaro, who is our site director of the Senior Nutrition Program, is here this evening, and she's going to give us an update on all that has been going on in our senior center. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you, Dana. It's been a long, crazy winter between weather, 6 seniors, 6 staff, broken down vehicles, but we made it through, thank goodness. January was quiet. Still had our exercise classes, Tai Chi on Monday with Molly. She's excellent. She's at 10 o'clock on Mondays, and she's ongoing. She donates her time just for the seniors every Monday. We have line dance on Thursday. We have art on Thursday. We have a Medicare minute lady that comes in and just gives updates on Medicare. She comes once a month. February, we lost a lift on the bus. But we can't put it in the shop because we don't have any backup vehicles. But now we have an electric car, which is
A car.
it's a car, but it's still we can't use Jenny's van because Gary said it's unsafe.
Well, we have another
Another car
well,
coming, thank God.
very,
So
very,
we
very, very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The electric vehicle it's a challenge to say the least, but we're working it out. It's being run all day long, so Eddie's down there trying to charge it every day, and you have to leave it
Okay.
for hours, which leaves
Well,
us short a vehicle
You
again.
have to leave it for hours if it's not in a charging station that goes faster. You're just plugging it into the
Okay.
110 right now, right?
He's plugging it in down at Arcadian. He leaves it for a couple of hours. It says how long to charge it up to 100%.
Okay.
February, we had a speaker come in to explain to the seniors how to use the Beeline and to sign them up for the Metro card. And also the high school gave a nice breakfast in the gym for the seniors for Valentine's Day, which was really nice. They really enjoyed that. We also had to send out emergency meals to our homebound because of snow, which is very helpful. We have to order them every year. March, we were busy between file retention and we had our St. Patrick's Day luncheon. The seniors really liked that. We had a magic show. We also had music with Brian. Came down from Cedar Manor so they can explain to the seniors what goes on at Cedar Manor also. So Right now, we're still waiting for a grant to go through for our other exercise classes through Mainstream, Westchester Community College. And that's about it.
All right.
April, we're going to be busy with more fun things to do. We have a Lotus Lantern workshop, $5 to make a lantern. It's going to be exciting. They'll like it. It's on April 26th. If anybody wants to join us for $5
I think
for the materials.
we're going to come visit you tomorrow, Kathy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maddie and I.
Can't wait for the new car.
How many days
Any
a week
day.
do you guys play bingo?
Any day.
Bingo? I play bingo every day.
Oh.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no, because we take them shopping. And Thursday and Friday they play.
Oh, so Wednesdays you have a trip to the supermarket every week?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. That's getting bigger and bigger too. A lot of people need to go. People that live alone.
Anybody
Oh.
have any questions? Kathy? Just want to thank you and your staff. We know you guys work so hard and you make people happy every single day, and it gives them some place to go and something to
try.
do. And we very much appreciate all that you do for them. And we know that you've been working on under some difficult circumstances with vehicles. So
Mhm.
we're hoping that we're going to we ordered another one for you as well. So we hope that's going to be coming shortly behind the first one, which should be here any day.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hopefully that'll make things a lot easier.
I hope so. Thanks.
Okay, thanks so much, Kathy. So, next up, we have public comment on agenda items only. Does anybody have anything to comment on? We have a couple of quick resolutions, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. Okay.
Good?
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead.
So approval of minutes, regular meeting, March 12th, 2019. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby approves the March 12th, 2019 minutes of the regular meeting as presented.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. Approval of minutes, special meeting, March 19th, 2019. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby approves the March 19th, 2019 minutes of the special meeting as presented.
Do we have a motion?
Moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay. Approval of voucher detail report. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby approves the voucher detail report dated March 26, 2019 in the amount of $359,047.48.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? Any questions for anybody in the audience who spends all that money? All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, really, they're all here.
Calling for a public hearing in the matter of the 2018 cabaret license renewal for the Briarcliff Manor. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby calls for a public hearing to be held on Tuesday, April 9th at 7:30 p.m. at the Birdsall Fagan Police Court Facility located at 8688 Spring Street, Ossining, New York, 10562, in the matter of the 2019 cabaret license for the Briarcliff Manor Restaurant and Catering Corp., 25 Studio Hill Road, Briarcliff Manor, New York, 10510.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Calling for a public hearing in the matter of the 2019 cabaret license for Club Fit Briarcliff, DBA Briarcliff Operations LLC. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby calls for a public hearing to be held on Tuesday, April 9th at 7:35 p.m. at the Birdsall Fagan Police Court Facility located at 8688 Spring Street, Ossining, New York, 10562, in the matter of the 2019 cabaret license for Briarcliff Operations LLC, Club Fit Briarcliff, 584 North State Road, Briarcliff Manor, New York, 10510.
I have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Okay,
Okay.
finally.
Personnel resignation for purposes of retirement. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby accepts, with regret, the resignation of Mateo Velardo, highway foreman, from the town highway department effective March 28th, 2019, for purposes of retirement.
Do I have a motion?
Nobody
Second.
wants. Nobody's gonna,
Second.
nobody's gonna second it. All
Nobody's
right.
gonna second it. Okay, sorry, we didn't get a second, Mateo.
Can't
retire. So, I think that we got word of this some months ago. July, yes. We got word of this in July that Mr. Mateo Velardo was considering retiring. And I have to admit, we didn't really believe it. We didn't really want to accept it. And we've put it off until now to actually accept it officially. It's a bittersweet day for us as we prepare to say see you later to our highway foreman. This last year, Mateo Velardo. Mateo has actually worked for the town since 1994 and has served as a mentor for most of the men who he worked with and who he worked alongside, not just in the highway department, but also in the parks department as well as Dale Cemetery. Among Mateo's many skills are his credentials as a master mason. The walls, the catch basins, and other infrastructure all around town that Mateo has built will be here for generations. And we are fortunate that he has trained other members of our staff to follow in his footsteps. But aside from the specific value that he brings to our team in terms of projects, he also brings a lot of heart. Mateo always has the answers, but he doesn't brag or boast. He's one of the gentlest, humblest, friendliest men you will ever meet. And where someone else may get frustrated, Mateo just smiles and says, okay. He's a family man. He's a prolific gardener and forager of mushrooms and other edible goodies. He makes his own wine, dries oregano, prepares hot peppers, spices up cheeses, and he shares it all with family and friends. I can attest to that. And that's just in his spare time. He has been the dad of the crew for some time now, and we will miss him terribly. Also, a big shout out to his wife Rita for all of her patience while Mateo worked well into the night and many, many early mornings for all these years. We hope you get to sleep in and not have to worry about another snowstorm again, ever. Mateo, this is your last chance. Would you like to rescind your retirement for the third time?
No?
He said no. Okay. Witness? No? Okay. Everybody witness that? He said no. Anybody want to try to twist his arm a little harder? No? Okay. Anybody else want to say anything before we accept the vote on this resolution?
Mateo, thank you so much for all you've done for the town and for all the training and guidance that you've given your men and the patience that you've taught them, I hope. And you're definitely going to be missed. I mean, your skills and your personality, everything, we're going to miss you terribly. It's well deserved. I get that. But, you know, I hate to see you go. So.
Mateo, I just wanted to say that you've become around the village and the town like a household name. So anytime something goes on, did you ask Mateo? Now, how we can't be calling, so maybe you want to stay on. But thanks for all you did. Thanks very much.
Okay. Anyway, with deepest regret, all those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Yes, but no. No, we can't be. We're all in favor and opposed at the same time. But we're just going to have to vote yes. We have some cake, and we're going to take a little break right after the next couple resolutions, which are all somewhat related to the highway department. There might be one that's not related to the highway department, but they'll be really quick, and we're all going to celebrate with some cake and family and friends. So thank everybody in the audience for coming tonight to celebrate this sad and joyous occasion all at the same time. And Mateo, we wish you and Rita very, very well into the future.
We do get to keep Mario, who has his phone number.
Oh, do you have his phone number, Mario? No, you don't have his phone.
No,
He's
you
disconnecting his phone. Okay. Okay, so next.
Okay. Personnel resignation for purposes of retirement. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby accepts with regret the resignation of Michael G. O'Connor from the elected position of Superintendent of Highways effective April 12th, 2019 for purposes of retirement.
Do we have a motion?
We'll move.
Second. So we are also coming up on another retirement in our highway department, and that is our elected town highway superintendent, Michael G. O'Connor. After a long stint as a town board member starting in 1990, Michael G. made the leap into the world of highway department back in 2006, and the rest is history. Michael is beloved throughout the unincorporated town for his service as highway superintendent, but also throughout Ossining as a Democratic district leader, a proud veteran and leader of the American Legion, Boy Scout leader, and volunteer. We know he isn't going far, but we will miss him nonetheless and congratulate him on his pending retirement, which we know he's looking forward to sharing with his wife, Mary, his daughters, and his grandchildren. We will have some more to say about Michael on April 9th, so please join us that evening right back here at the courthouse. Betty, we're gonna talk a lot more on April 9th, so you don't have to offer all those good words. But if you want to say anything, you can say it. Any discussion?
Too many goodbyes today. I mean, such great service over so many years in so many ways. I get that his wife wants time with him too. I get that, but he's come up with so many creative solutions for so long. All right, I'm gonna save it for April 9th.
Okay, we're gonna
Do I
save it
have
for
to
April
vote
9th,
yes?
or else Mary's gonna be mad that she didn't get to hear it all.
Okay.
Right.
Fair.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Okay. Personnel appointment. Resolve that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby appoints Peter Connolly, Ossining, to the position of superintendent of highways for the term expiring December 31st, 2019, with an appointment date of April 12th, 2019.
Do I have a motion?
Move.
Second.
So on that very same note, I'm pleased to appoint Michael G.'s deputy, Pete Connolly, to take the position of superintendent of highways effective April 12th. Pete joined the town team several years back as our superintendent of Dale Cemetery, and by all accounts, he has transformed the place into some place where people feel welcome, calm, and comforted visiting their loved ones who have passed on. We have gotten so many compliments about the cemetery in the last couple of years. And many people are actually worried because they think he's moving over and that he's not going to have his hand in the cemetery anymore. But we're going to make sure that he still does. So for at least the remainder of 2019, Pete will wear both hats and manage both departments. And we have all the faith in the world that he will do his best to fill Michael G.'s very large shoes. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Permission to hold special event at Ryder Park Pavilion Saturday, June 8th, 2019. Whereas the town board of the town of Ossining has a permit in place for the rental of facilities in town parks, and whereas for most events, the superintendent of recreation has the discretion to approve or reject an application, but larger events may be sent to the town board for formal approval. And whereas an application was filed in March 2018 for use of the Ryder Park Pavilion for Sunday, June 8th, 2019 by Marilyn Sterpoli for a graduation party to take place between 10 a.m. and 9 p.m., and this application was referred to the town board. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby authorizes the superintendent of recreation to accept this application and ensuring that the proper insurance and applications are in place with the Department of Recreation, and be it further resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign a landlord authorization form for the applicant should they require permission by the New York State Liquor Authority to sell alcohol at the event.
Sell alcohol
It's just
or
a
serve
serve.
alcohol?
I think it's just a serve alcohol. No? They don't have to get the authorization if they're just serving it. I see. Some do anyway. They want to. Okay. So I'll leave it as that. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Correspondence to be received and filed. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining hereby accepts the following meeting minutes. Planning board meeting minutes dated March 6, 2019, and planning board meeting resolution dated March 20th, 2019.
Do I have a motion?
Move.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? We have no monthly reports and visitor recognition on any topic whatsoever. So if you didn't get a chance to comment on any of these retirements or appointments and you'd like to do so because you didn't see the agenda, You still have a chance if anybody wants to say anything. Come on up. Okay. In that case, I would like to ask to adjourn for into executive session for advice of counsel, and we're going to postpone that adjournment until after our small celebration. No? Sorry, did I miss something?
So I'm just trying to follow the procedure right
We're
now.
just going to take a short break after we go into after we
We're gonna
have a
adjourn
little
the meeting,
adjourn the meeting
have some cake, go
into executive. Yeah, adjourn the meeting, have some cake, and then go. You want to say it differently? Did I say it differently? We'd like to take a short break and then adjourn the meeting into executive.
Okay,
session for advice
I
of
guess
counsel?
it's fine the way to do it the way you did it.
Have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Thank you all so much. And again, if there's anybody that's watching this at home and you want to come join us for a slice of cake to celebrate Mateo's retirement, please come on down to the courthouse at 8688 Spring Street to join us. And if not, we will see you at our work session next week, April 2nd, at 16 Croton Avenue. Have a great week, everybody.